Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel at the Asia Wear, the lifestyle channel. We are going to dive right in with this Who Am I Q&A video. I asked my Instagram to ask me a few questions and I had to beg them, but they did. So we're going to jump right in. Okay, so the first question was, who is Asia Wear and what can we expect from your YouTube channel? Asia Wear is a 23-year-old. She's a wife, a newlywed. She is a aspiring entrepreneur. She's a CEO. She loves marketing. She loves the youth. She hates chocolate. She's a people person, but very much an introvert. I'm a homebody. And what can you expect from my YouTube channel? On this channel, you can expect all things Asia. You'll have a few vlogs here and there, motivational talks here and there. Again, I'm an aspiring speaker, so you will always have a little motivational speaking on here, but most of the videos will be day in life. I'm taking you on this journey with me. You will rarely have sit-down videos like this one. Maybe only if we're talking about something serious, but I really want you guys to just journey with me as I take on everything God has for me. I'm on a journey to becoming. I'm in the season of execution, and I just want to be able to look back and say, wow, you started right there. Okay, what made you start marketing with Asia? I actually started marketing with Asia out of prayer, just asking God, should I do this? And I actually started marketing with Asia in April. I didn't execute it until July. I started in April because I've always been the person to give all of the people advice. I was always the person that you would come to if you needed to start a business or you needed to run something by me before you put it out there in the world. I was always that person. I am still that person. I'm the person that people come to and say, what do you think about this business idea? Always. And so I decided to take this thing that I just do naturally and turn it into something serious. And I decided to bet on myself, and it's been the best decision I've ever made. What keeps you motivated during this pandemic? The pandemic has not really stopped anything for me as far as motivation. Like as far as, oh, because I have to stay in the house, I'm feeling less motivated. It hasn't really did anything to me mentally. I will say that if anything, it's boosted my morale. Like I have time now and I'm on my head more now than ever. Like if you don't come out of this with something, then you nothing but a procrastinator. And I'm talking to me. I'm not talking to y'all. And so that's how I was. I'm on my head like every day. What you doing? What you doing? Set the goal. Execute it. Okay, so what did you major in college? I majored in social work. And does it relate to what you do now? Well, social work doesn't relate to marketing, but it relates to me. Like what I do is help people. I serve people, so it relates to me. What made you get into marketing? Actually, marketing was supposed to be my major when I actually started school at Albany State. That was my major my freshman year, and then I ended up changing it, listening to people saying like, no, you need a real major. You're not gonna, don't major in business. You're not gonna make no money. All of that. So in high school, we always had like paths. You would stay in these classes. My classes were always law and business and marketing. Those were my two routes that I was taking up in high school for me to pursue once I entered into college and the real world. What is some sound advice you would give to someone who wants to start a business but overthinks literally everything? That person is me, and I would just say go for it. You would spend so much time stopping yourself from pursuing something, and the time that you're spending procrastinating or overthinking, you really could be 3 steps ahead. And so the only thing, and it sounds so cliche, but I would just say go for it. It sounds so cliche, like it, and it is easier said than done, but you really just have to go for it, because if you don't, you'll spend 5 months overthinking, and then 5 months in, you'll wish you could have started, because you really would have been 5 months ahead. You get it? You really just got to believe in yourself and stop doubting yourself. I always tell my clients, we are our worst critics. You have to get to a point where you have to tell yourself, if she can do it, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. Like, why not me? Stop saying why me and start saying why not me. Put your best foot forward and go for it. And that's my advice. Okay, so the next question is, what's your favorite thing about your business? Truly, my favorite thing about my business is that I simply get to do everything. Like, I'm very hands-on. I turn nothing into something. I love when my clients come in a little confused, struggling, not knowing what to do, and then boom, they leave out and have it all together, or at least have a little idea of what they should be doing, the route they should be taking. That's my favorite thing. The next question is, how do you stay focused, and how do you not beat yourself up over missing goals? I stay focused by simply staying focused. So an issue that I had in the past was I would literally be everywhere. I do everything. I want to do everything. I want my hands in everything. And so now in this season, I understand that I'm in the season of execution, and I understand that I have to put in the work. Like, enough of saying you want it, enough of saying I can't wait until I make it, I can't wait until I achieve this. And this season, you just got to do the work. And so that's how I'm staying focused, by knowing, okay, girl, you got real goals. And so you got to do real work. And then how do I not beat myself up? 2 years ago, I deemed out the whole perfect thing. I am so not perfect. I'm far from perfection, and I'm not trying to be perfect at all. So I understand I'm going to miss deadlines. I'm going to make mistakes. And one thing about me is mental health comes first, self-care comes first. So if I'm not feeling it today, listen, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not working today. So that's how I miss the whole beating myself up over missing deadlines. I come first, my work comes second. How did you get into marketing, and what was your dream job? So again, I've always kind of been into marketing, and then in high school we had our two paths. My path was law. What? My path was law and business and marketing, and then I was supposed to pursue these things in college. When I got into college, I did major in business and marketing, but I ended up changing my major. And then my dream job growing up was always to be a lawyer. I wanted to be a lawyer, and then I also said, you know what, I'm not going to school no more. I'm just going to have a business. And in this business, I was literally like 6th grade, 7th grade saying this. In the business, I just wanted women to be in the building. I just said that I would be women and girls who have been abused, traumatized, sexually assaulted, physically abused, and human trafficking victims. Like, I knew I wanted this building. How did you decide on graphics, like color coding, logo? Girl, I'm struggling. So for me, I always tell people that your business or your brand should speak about who you are. I'm a brown girl. I love the color brown. So all of my businesses flow in my color scheme. The Asia Wear, it's white and brown. Even Wait On Wear, the color scheme is brown. Afriana, it's more of a moody tone, but it's still natural and nature and all of those tuned in vibes. And then even with Sisters Magazine, tan, brown, white. The Marketing with Asia page, tan, brown, white. Those are my colors. Those colors speak to me, and so it just flows. And as far as logos, it depends on who you are. I'm a text-based logo type of person. Like, even with my services, I offer logos, but only text-based. If you need a graphic, I'll send you to my sister, or I'll send you to my brother. So for me, I know what type of person I am. I know what type of logo I want. I want a text-based logo, very simple. The Asia Wear is literally Asia Wear with a brown line going in between the words. I hope that helped you out. If not, girl, schedule a consultation. Let's work. The biggest challenge you face while wearing so many hats. Again, my past, I struggle with staying focused because I want my hands in this and that and this and that. And girl, just pick something and pursue it. Like, pursue that thing. And so now, I think the only challenge that I'm facing is, you know, you have goals, you know you have to execute in this season. You just got to do it. The next thing I'm going to skip over some of the questions and I'm going to kind of wrap it up. The next question I'm going to say is, what has been your toughest battle and how did you overcome it? I would have to say that my toughest battle in life would probably have been when I was building a relationship with God like 2-3 years ago. And I would say that the toughest battle was because when you're building a relationship with God, you deal with things, okay? And the thing that me and him was dealing with was forgiveness and consideration. So part of my healing journey, I had to consider people and I had to forgive. And if you know me, you know forgiveness was very hard. I feel like if you've done me wrong, it's a wrap. But part of my healing journey was I had to come to grips with forgiveness. I had to understand that I've done wrong to other people. I've hurt people. I've hurt God. And he still forgave me. People have still forgiven me. And so, girl, show some grace. That would probably be the toughest thing. I'm going to skip the next few questions and speed on up. What do you see yourself doing in 5 years? Listen, I have a lot. But in 5 years, I pray that my marriage is still up and healthy and we're still in our honeymoon stage. I pray that I am now a mother. I pray that Marketing with Asia is now running itself and I'm somewhere like in the PR world. I pray that not only is that business running itself, but Afriana, which is my candle company that I'll be dropping very, very soon. I'll be selling candles and intimates, promoting mental health and self-care awareness. That business is running itself. I pray that my fashion house is up and running in itself. And I pray that my husband's dreams have come true and we're probably somewhere sitting in the Where CB building and hiring people. I want a lot in 5 years. And I pray that my family is healed. My family is whole. We are learning togetherness right now in this season. So in 5 years, we should have this thing down pat. Okay. Do you plan on using your social work degree again? Absolutely. I don't really know what God has in store, but my plan is the next time I use my social work degree, it's either two things. I do say that I want to work in the school, so I'll be working in the school system, or I always say that the next time I use my degree is when my husband's building is up and running. That's Where TV, and I want to be the on-site social worker. So my husband's gonna have to hire me. Skip. Next question. What does it look like for you where you can finally say, woo, God, I made it? Kind of what I said about like the peace thing. Like, I feel like I made it when I have peace. And then when the things that I've written are now in my face, I'll feel like, wow, I really made it. Where can I buy a hat? Sis, this is a part of my fashion house, which is called The Warehouse. It is not dropping yet, but be on the lookout. Just be on the lookout sometime next year. I'm not really sure. And then I'm going to wrap it up with this very last question. I'm trying to decide one good last question. Okay. Where do you think you've been changed the most? That's the question. Where do you think you've been changed the most? And how has this change affected how you operate today? I would truly say that the area in my life that changed me the most was when I built a relationship with God. If you know me and you knew me 3 years ago, 4 years ago, kind of 2 years ago, I was living halfway in, halfway out, then you know I've changed. So I would say that building a relationship with God definitely changed me, right? What caused you and your husband to be celibate? So if you do not know already, me and my husband were celibate for 2 years, and we have our own platform called Waiting with Where. We're on YouTube. We're also on Instagram. And if you want more about it, I would encourage you to go to Waiting with Where's YouTube, because I already have videos on there explaining the story, because literally so many of the questions are about celibacy, and I'm just skipping over them because I'm just sending you guys over there to watch that video. And I want to say thank you so much for all of these questions. I'm going to just do probably 2 more. So this question says, what tools do you use to keep you motivated with your business during your down season? The number one tool I use during the down season is to keep going. When you don't have clients or when you're not having customers, this is the time now for you to focus on taking your business to the next level. Prepare. Prepare for when you are slammed with clients, slammed with customers, slammed with orders. You'll already kind of have a system of how to work that when it gets here. So I would just say prepare in the season that you are slow. Use it as a season of preparation. Okay, now this is again about celibacy, and so I'm going to say go over to Wait a Where. Okay, so this is going to be the last question. It says, also, what are some good scriptures or ministries you would recommend for a specific target, such as growth, understanding, and listening to the head of your household, which is your husband? I struggle with the head of household being a man because my mom was a single mother, and the women in my family are very dominant. So I would say a good book, it just came to my head, is The Power of Being a Woman. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's by Michelle McKinney. I've read the book before. I see your picture here, so I'll go to my DMs and find you and send you a picture of the book. I think that's a really good read. She pulls strictly from the Bible. And then as far as ministries, my first lady, which is also my mother-in-law, she is actually hosting mentoring this month. And if it's not too late for you to join, I'll definitely send you her information. And I think that would be really good for you to sit under her. She's a woman of wisdom. She's a woman in marriage and in ministry. And so she has more knowledge in this area. And so if it is too late, I'll just ask her to squeeze you in, please. And for any other woman or female out there that is seeking mentorship, please go and follow her at Victory Rediscovered on Instagram. If you are seeking mentorship, all you have to do is DM me and let me know that you want the information, and I will send it right back to you. And so I thank you guys so much for all of the questions. You guys asked me a lot of questions. If I did not get to your question, I promise I'm not like ignoring you. It's just I got over like 60 questions and I don't want the video to be that long. So thank you again. I love you guys so much. If you got this far in the video, you are definitely one of my favorite people. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Pick your favorite answer. Pick your favorite question. Clip it, share it to your Instagram, share it to your social media handles, and tell the people that this is where they need to be, because this lifestyle channel is not like your favorite YouTubers. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys later.